In a quiet suburban town on Long Island, New York, there stands a house that refuses to be just a house. It looks ordinary. Symmetrical windows, white walls, a peaceful street. But for nearly 50 years, this place has carried a reputation so dark that even today, people lower their voices when they mention its name. This is the Amityville House. Some say it is cursed. Others say it is the greatest hoax in American history. Tonight, we're going deeper than the movies. Deeper than the headlines. Because what happened inside this house may not be supernatural at all, and that might be even more terrifying. On November 13, 1974, police received a call that would shake the town of Amityville forever. 6 members of the DeFeo family were found shot dead in their beds. They hadn't moved. They hadn't screamed. They hadn't tried to escape. Their killer was Ronald DeFeo Jr., the eldest son. What disturbed investigators most wasn't just the brutality. It was the silence. Neighbors heard nothing. No gunshots. No screams. Ronald later claimed voices told him to do it. He would change his story many times, but the damage was done. The house was now marked. 1 year later, George and Kathy Lutz were newly married and looking for a fresh start. When they saw the Amityville house listed at a price far below market value, they thought they had found a miracle. The realtor told them about the murders. They hesitated, but convinced themselves that a house is just wood and walls. They moved in with their 3 children. From the very first night, something felt wrong. The temperature inside the house dropped suddenly and without explanation. Certain rooms felt like freezers. Doors slammed on their own. Footsteps echoed at night. Kathy described feeling sudden waves of sadness and fear. George began waking up every night at exactly 3:15 a.m., the same time the DeFeo murders were believed to have occurred. Outside, their dog refused to approach the house. Inside, the children spoke of an imaginary friend named Jody. The activity escalated. A black, foul-smelling substance seeped from the walls and keyholes. Beds lifted and flipped over. George's personality changed drastically. He became aggressive, obsessive, cold. Kathy claimed she saw glowing red eyes staring back at her from the upstairs window. One night, George found Kathy levitating above the bed. They contacted priests, investigators, and parapsychologists. None could agree on what was happening. After just 28 days, the Lutz family fled the house in the middle of winter. They left behind clothes, furniture, toys. They never returned. And yet the story was only beginning. The Lutzes told their story publicly. A best-selling book followed. Then movies. Then fame. Skeptics accused them of exaggeration or outright fraud. Psychologists suggested mass hysteria. Scientists proposed infrasound, low-frequency vibrations capable of causing fear, paranoia, hallucinations. But some details didn't fit, especially the consistency of later reports. Multiple families lived in the house after the Lutzes. Some reported nothing. Others reported unexplained noises, sensations, and fear. Most refused interviews. In recent years, investigators recorded unexplained audio anomalies inside the house. No definitive proof. No definitive debunking. Just unanswered questions. So what really happened in Amityville? A haunted house, a psychological collapse, or a place forever shaped by violence? Perhaps the true horror isn't ghosts, but what trauma can do to the human mind. Because some houses don't need spirits to be dangerous. They just need history. Would you live here if the price was right? Let me know in the comments. And remember, some doors are better left unopened.